side of this tournament yet to concede a goal on both sides here. Nigeria, Achibere.
Yeah, that's what she's all about, and she's really good at doing that. But then I think she needs more options when she's in that situation. If I'm using her, run ahead, I feel Alozie was a bit late. If she had, joined the attack, and I think Adibale should have had her as a second option to get that ball to her. All in all, she did well by, holding play and making sure she doesn't lose the ball.
So that Babajide putting in these sort of rules in the early games for Nigeria, she can consider herself a little unlucky not to be back in the side and to be rested for the last game. It's all about seizing your chance at this level. This was supposed to be a contest. It is everything but. As her first goal of the tournament, looks at it, she celebrates it as well. Nigeria 4, Zambia 0. There is still a quarter of this game to go. This competition, slipping forward into the box. Keep it ahead once again.
Definitely cannot play it. The four goals Nigeria has scored, it has been the same pattern, the same aerial balls, and each time the first ball comes in flying into the Zambian defense, Nigeria gets at the end of the ball and they just deal with it. Good follow up by David. Good. Exactly, and I think the coach have focused more on the attack. I mean, this goes to prove that she has done more work in the attack than in the defense. And you can't lose 4-0 in a game of this caliber, quarterfinal, and you just don't have an answer to deal with the same kind of thing. Each time it's the same area balls, and you just cannot explain or tell your team how to deal with it. It's really not acceptable.
Well, just to emulate the 4-0 defeat inflicted on Zambia in 2018. Within 20 minutes or so to go. Thinking about the 6-0 from 2014 as well, when you scored twice to Zara. Coming forward, there's no one in the middle though. Is it? Hesitation at the back. No. Has to get it away. Katongo just gives it back into Ayinde. Just being roamed by China. She's got strength, doesn't she?
She does, and she's brought that strength into this team. And the fact that she's been, running on this line back and forth, she attacks, she comes back to help the team in the defense, and she wins the ball in the opponent's area. That goes to show the level of her strength and how much strength she's put into the team.
Yeah, she was the top scorer last year in the Nigerian League with Edo Queens. She was a wild card selection for today's game, but she has more than justified the selection of the coach. Madugu into the middle, goes again. There she is. Unable to clock it on this occasion. But going back to the defence for Zambia, perhaps tried to change things. She brought in Malunga, who's in makeshift attempt to sort out a long-standing problem for the Double Queens.
Yeah, but then it's not as it did. It's not working, obviously, and that's a big problem for this Zambian team.
Tempo. The hit. Chibele back to the qualities for Nigeria skipper. And getting away from Webber, and they're two in the middle on this occasion. She cannot deliver the cross at the start that she would like to. She's doing much better than that. But you can't knock her because she's had a very, very good game for the Super Falcons, their captain. You obviously know fantastically well.
Very well. She's a leader. She's been leading in every of her play, in every of her activity on the field. We've seen how she's carried the team, and she's done really so well. So
Chanda. Against the Copper Queens. Really ruled up. And here are the changes. Can be coming. Nigerian Asisa Oshuala we're going to see for the first time since she reacted badly to being substituted. Against Oshuala, Nigeria's second game in the group. Couple of interesting colours for the hairstyle. Oshuala comes on and Offer milks the applause of the crowd. I think they come also to Echechini. Christy Uchebe coming onto the pitch as well. Triple substitution. Deborah Abiodun is also on. She's back from suspension. Very unfairly suspended. Because the referee simply put the wrong player. One of her cautions is Sisa. It's now in the middle. This is just dreamland for Coach Malugu because wasn't the best form in the opening games, and now she's got an opportunity to find the back of the net, show us her class. As Kundananji tries to do exactly that. And if she can score and do well, it'll just mean that the Super Falcons are even stronger when the semis come around.
definitely player of Assisant's caliber, former African best player. I mean, her presence on the team, on the field, is definitely an advantage, for the team. And if hopefully if she can get her name on the score sheet this afternoon, it will be a roller coaster for the Super Falcons.
She has scored once. Nigeria's only goal in this tournament, when the game against Tunisia, but she didn't know too much about it. It off her shoulder, the slightest of touches. She would be desperate to drill one home in emphatic style to show the continent that she's still got all the qualities that was six-time women's African football. And here she is. She does try to go. She does trouble. Soy. Struggled for goals at club level so far this season. She just needs one for her confidence to get her going.
Definitely for her confidence, and I mean, nothing would do it more than getting a goal for a striker, to get back into the group and start rolling with the flow and get her confidence back. And I hope she can actually make it happen here today.
Nigeria's front four, we've got two players with red hair, one blue, and one with yellow peroxide. They save a bit of time on their hands in camp.
Well, I guess it's their style, and it actually looks good on them. Recruit confidence and the way they look.
Blue boots and red boots were standing out in the normal football pitch. We go back a fair few years. Here's Bounder for Zambia. A consolation it will surely be if they do manage to find a way past those Eagles something really important areas. Stop Zambia doing exactly that. And it's impressive defensive. There's one thing to do with it in group. Taking the likes of Tunisia, Botswana, and Nigeria. There's something else to do against the likes of Canada and Kundananji. I still shot on target against them because Bauer was on target. Chandler had a really presentable opportunity, very much right on.
Yeah, and again, that's how well the Nigerian defense have done. Kudos to Temehi, who have, managed to battle it with Banda and Kundonanji and Ohale as well. They kept them at bay. They made sure that pressure was given to Nnadozie.
That's a pleasant touch of his there in Norway. The most fortunate was to the 21-year-old based in the United States. Classic, Chipasula, who made their debut last time out was Zambia. You would have known really impressive display of him as well. Shot stages in the group phase. Northern heads obviously drawing immediate attention and very much justified break in play. This has gone so far than what she would have hoped. She was saying in the press conference yesterday that Zambia's transitions were, in her opinion, the best in the world. You can say in the first period they were far behind. They just couldn't find each other.
Well, exactly, and I mean that statement. There's no better game to prove it than a game of this quality against a top side like Nigeria. And I mean, in as much as their transitioning is very fast, it's very quick, and we've seen them actually live up to that standard against other teams. But against a team as Nigeria, this is where you show those qualities to actually, prove that your team is of world-class standard.
So many things that Zambia's going to prove. Set piece for them. In the first period, they simply could not find a fellow player. Total contrast the set with Nigeria have done. And now free kicks and corners. Here's an opportunity with just over 10 minutes left for Zambia to correct that unwanted record. Chandler standing over it. We praise her passing. Just be off it. Mild concern about that coming forward today's game. As well through suspension of course. Finally. Problems at set pieces as well. And two players off the pitch at the far side, those are the ones who flash sets. Digged in from Chandler. They get this away from Nigeria. Steaming forward. On she goes. Go back into tempo. Just over 10 to go. Banda in behind the half. It's been a really good battle which the Nigerian has won so far. Into the middle it goes. Abiuda, Chipasula on the turn. To the fine line she goes, Chipasula into the middle. Just deflects all the way to Banda. Chandler's free in the middle if she can find it. Just over the head of Chandler. Aiming for try. Intended for Orlando Pride. Selected in the group phase of the tournament. She said she was very surprised to do so, but she's used her height on countless occasions so far in this tournament to really good effect. She did so again. This Oshuana through the middle, far out to there, barely touched it. Wenda, only allows it back into Oshuana's clutch. She's on her
What?
she's got to go for goal. Close look.
Okay.
She had a chance to get in behind then. Wemba got a crucial touch, but still she had another opportunity and was forced far wider than she would like to have been. She got selfishly there, it seems.
Yes, exactly. I would have preferred her going all the way because the rest of the Nigerian team is far from her. You know, they are way behind, and I think she would have had that mentality to go alone and probably try to get a shot at goal, and perhaps who knows what would have happened from there.
She's got four AFCONs now. Joshua has won three titles all through in this tournament. 11 years ago, just 20 years of age. So the tournament changed her life. And the Zambian fans looking on. We saw a reporter from Zambia at half time, and she said she needed a hug given the first half display. She looked absolutely perplexed by the first half showing. But you have to give credit for what Nigeria's Super Falcons have achieved, and this has been a really good day as well for coach Justin Madugu. We had some of his doubters after the group phase. He came in, of course, to replace Randy Waldron in September as an interim coach, and there have been question marks. What has he done today to answer some of those critics?
Well, I think one of the things he's done is, first of all, changing his lineup, giving the likes of Ijamilusi the chance to actually, prove her worth and her contribution to the team, and having to start Okoronko as well because she's earned her place, having contributed in the Nigeria success throughout the group stage. I think that alone is actually kudos to her in believing in those girls and actually getting them to start in this game.
He will certainly be able to answer his doubters now in far more convincing fashion.
Definitely, and I mean, taking the risk to not start Oshoala, and I think kudos to him as well because with a player of Oshoala's caliber, you can, for some people, you can't have her in your team and not have her start in a tough game, like a game that is perceived to be tough, right? So it's actually a very good decision on her part, on his part, and it has actually paid off at the end of the day.
Well, once ago, again, showing their strength and depth. Nigeria able to bring Joshua off the bench. Cisco Odega, she came into the side against Nigeria as one of the Super Falcons' brighter players. Babajide, as mentioned earlier, let's fly from distance. Thanks to trouble, Nadozi, but it's living a charmed life, that Nigerian goal. She's on course to have 4 clean sheets. I'm not even sure she's made 4 saves properly in this tournament.
Yeah, in across all 4 games.
Yeah.
So she's cruising, she's having fun, she's obviously enjoying her time. And I remember before this game, I spoke to her. I told her, I mean, this is what you're known for. I said she's likely going to be the player of this match if the likes of Banda will turn up. She will probably be an instrumental asset for the team today, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Far from it, let's be honest. She said she'd been watching them as a goalkeeper, been studying them, and she needed to expect anything. Trust me, I'm ready for them. She said she's had far easier than she'd have expected. And she's also spoken about her desire to lift the trophy as a starting goalkeeper because in 2018 she wasn't. She said this time, I want to lift that trophy from the pitch. Well, a couple of games more to go for the Super Falcons if that is indeed going to be what she achieves. Banda into Chanda. Put her free in the middle. Kindananji tries to play it forward. He comes back to Banda. Still she goes forward. Banda unselfishly back to Katongo. Once again, off target. Found nicely. But if you don't shoot on goal, you are not going to score any goals. I say that, but for the fact that Katongo, in the base player last time around, hit the post and it bounced off Nadozi and went in. So when you get my point.
Oh wow, it was her the last edition, yeah?
Yep.
Great.
Which means that still, as we approach the end of this 4-3 between these sides of the table, no Zambia has ever scored against the Super Falcons. Looking strong, will be making the tournament sit up and take notice. South Africa, should they make it through, and Senegal may give them a very, very different battle if that is what comes to pass as Tuesday's semi-final. It'll be a really interesting game. For Tonga. Schwala. Under 3 minutes to go. O'Connor trying to get forward to Banda. Demeli. Out of play. Well, who's particularly impressed you for Nigeria today? Who would be your woman of the match before we see who was chosen by the selectors?
I'll give it to Demehi. Demehi in the defense. I think she's really done a very good job to keep the likes of Banda and Kundananji very quiet in this game, and she's done well and she's got a goal to her name. I think she deserved to have it.
Sure, Esther will also have thoughts on that, but as you say, all the pre-match talk about this game was how to stop the Zambian firepower. Present, fire blanks into the middle it goes. Rwanda miscontrolled, back into Musole. So Richie coming for some criticism. It's going to be the defenders in front of her who are going to be heavily Basil, I'm sure. Really interesting to hear the post-match thoughts of Nora Hauplett, the Zambian coach. There's Mukoma into the middle, trying to find Banda, but trying to get into Ohale, who's been really solid once again. Who set Nigeria on their way with that goal inside 80 seconds. Here's Oshuala looking to make it 5. In the 90th minute of the game. Ajibade, Elozi, space in the middle for Oshuala. She was clearly looking for the central striker, but with the ball in and stays at 4-0. In front of us we can see the two coaches hands in their pockets. Resigned. The team will go again. They have a big qualifier coming up in October in the second round of qualifying for next year's Women's Africa Cup of Nations, which takes place in March, also here in Morocco. That's underway. We're meeting Namibia in a few months' time. As for Nigeria, meeting Benin. 4 minutes of additional time. A contest that was decided long ago. Nations Cup returning. 5 months. Returning. Options in the middle. She can fire them in. Nigeria. And the goal class is absolutely wrapped up. And look at the smile on the face of Laura. The Janimusi. The big gamble of the selection today as she runs to the bench in celebration. She has her first ever goal at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, and they kept it going right to the end of the Super Falcons, and it is a 5-star display from the record African champions. And Zambia simply cannot wait for this game to end, and that was the pass that made it, opened it up. They once again making and assisting a teammate. And look at the celebration. She showed excellent movement to just peg it towards the bench. And a huge celebration. Her first thought, look at her go.
Very great goal, amazing goal. Nice work from Ajibade. I mean, she started it with her footwork, great play, right into space. Make sure she, sending that cross to Jamiluse, who is at the far end of the goalpost, at blind side to, tuck it in. A great ball from Ajibade. Nice goal. Nice goal.
Nice goal indeed. I mean, apparently Nigeria have goal-scoring problems, and coach has said more than once that he was trying to fix them. Conversion rate was low. They're absolutely blown that narrative away. This display. 5 goals, 5 different scorers. Only the Hezwo found the net before this competition, and suddenly only just 3 scorers in the competition. Nigeria have 7. So matching the South Africans, we were saying, was great to have the ability to strike over the pitch. And what a performance this is. Zambia very much back to the drawing board for them. It's going to be difficult for them to recover. What do you think they can take from this game today?
I think they can take the fact that they showed up, they gave a very good account of themselves prior to this game. They should also know that
She's still got it. Volley's in the area. Nigeria trying to come on to their 4th clean sheet in a row. Shwala spreading it out to... Sorry, Kazan, go again.
yeah, one thing they can take away from this game is how well they've done so far getting to this stage. And I mean, Nigeria is a superpower when it comes to African football, and there are no match obviously. But then I think the fact that they've continued to still attack to find goal is something they can actually take away from the game.
It's going to be a horror show because it was deja vu after deja vu after deja vu. The final whistle goes, and the record night-time African champions. They are through to the semi-finals, and once again, just as they have always been on every single one of their 13th editions of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. They are 2 games away from winning back their title. Mission X is still very much on. Zambia, well, they were unbeaten before today. They have shipped 5 goals from Ohale, Okorokwo, Ihezwo, Demehin, that late strike from Jamiluse. Huge gloss.
All right. Okay.
They told me it was too hard. They told me I'd never make it. They said I should let the boys play. They said everyone would laugh at me. So when they say it's not real football, I don't listen. and I shoot.
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy in all its forms. Everywhere, every time, all across the continent.
Nigeria make it into the semi-final of the Total Energies Women's